And the next thing we're going to go into is the Chief Complaint Forms. Chief Complaint Forms allow you to create specific forms to go over with your patients for different kinds of complaints. HealthFusion MediTouch supplies many default Chief Complaint Forms. However, if you'd like to create your own, simply find the body system for where you'd want to do your complaint and click New Complaint. Here, name your complaint in the complaint name box. Indicate if it is a new visit complaint form or a recheck form. And then, down below, you can now associate specific diagnosis codes to be associated with this complaint form. Find the code and double-click on it to add it. What this does is it makes a suggested list, so during the assessment section of the encounter, you will be suggested these codes to choose from if you use this complaint form. This portion is optional. Click Save Form, and now we will give you some of the most commonly used questions on complaint forms. If you'd like to use some of these questions, simply check the boxes for the questions you'd like to use, and then select Add Selection/Continue. Your complaint form will start to form. To edit one of these common questions, simply click the radio button on the right-hand side and then click Edit. Your question will appear below, and in there you will want to make the question specific to what your complaint form is. Type in what your complaint form is going over, and then click Next. Here, depending on the question, you will have different answers that you can customize. Again, if you use a common question, you will have to customize the answers to fit your complaint form. Simply click into the box and change the complaint to whatever your complaint form is going over. All questions are not required. If there is ever a question that you would not like to use, simply click the trash can icon to remove it from this list. The questions on the left will be what displays for the doctor to choose from. The answers on the right will be what displays on the actual encounter note. An example is if the doctor chooses the option for 1 hour, what will get displayed on the encounter note is he/she reports has leg pain symptoms for 1 hour. Click Next after customizing all the questions. If a follow-up question is needed, simply type in your follow-up question and maneuver through the answer process. And then click Next. The HPI element here is how we will track you for the E&M coding assist. Choose the HPI element that you would like to be associated with your question. The common questions will have an HPI element already selected, but if you'd like to change it, feel free to. When you've finished editing your question, click Save Question. You will need to make sure that you edit all of the questions that you bring over from the common questions list. If you would like to add a question from scratch, simply go down to the question box and type in the question you'd like to ask. Once you have your question, click Next. Then, using the answer types, select the answer type you'd like to use. Yes, No allows you to do a yes or no option. Number allows you to plug in a number. Text allows you to free type whatever you'd like. Date allows you to put in a specific date. Select list, toggle through, and multi-select will allow you to create a list of multiple answers. The difference is multi-select will allow you to choose from more than one of your answers. Create the answers for the doctor to choose from on the left-hand side, and then on the right-hand side, create the answer that will appear on the actual encounter note. In this example, we've created upper leg so that if the doctor selects upper leg, what will get reported on the encounter note is he/she reports patient has pain in the upper leg. And similarly, we will do lower leg. So if the doctor chooses lower leg, the he/she reports will display patient has pain in the lower leg. Once you've customized your answer, click Next. And again, if you'd like to do a follow-up question, you will have the option, but it is optional. If you do not want to, click Next again. And then we are going to again want to associate our HPI element. Click the drop-down menu and associate the HPI element that you want. Again, this is for tracking purposes for the E&M Coding Assist. When you've completed this, click Save Questions to save what you've done. Now let's click Save Questions one more time just to make sure that we save everything on our list. And we'll navigate into the EHR dashboard to take a look at what we've just done. Navigate into the EHR dashboard, select a patient either from the calendar or using the magnifying glass. And again, we're going to need to navigate into an encounter. Open up an encounter using one of your SOAP buttons. And this time, navigate into the S, Chief Complaint. Chief Complaint Forms will show up under the Complaint Forms tab. Navigate into the body system that you associated your complaint form to. Then, find your complaint form. There it is, leg pain. And now, everything that you've added will be here waiting for you. To fill it out, select on your boxes and select the answers that you need. Once completed, click Save, and this will show you the outline for what you've done. As you can see, the he/she reports are what gets printed out on the complaint forms. Now, just as a reminder, HealthFusion MediTouch does have a lot of default complaint forms in there, so navigating into any of the body systems, you will find that there will be multiple options to choose from. Feel free to use any of the default forms given by HealthFusion. Now, we're going to navigate back to Practice Management, back to Administration,